The way congressmen or senators or governors would be elected in the future would be exactly the same way. I mean, something will change. Technology is always changing, but basically, you're still going to have to do the same thing to get elected or to become known. But once you're known, you're going to be for your constituents and the taxpayers, not for lobbyists in Washington.
I'm so concerned about campaign finance, and it would be nice if this, because I think this is a very interesting and fascinating idea, which I'm liking more and more the more I hear. But I'd like to, it'd be great if there could be some kind of way in which those two were integrated.
Well, first things first, once the congressmen are responsive to the local constituents, I think that they will be less like, they'll still be on the take. I mean, they'll still take money and they'll still take contributions, but at least it'll be much more transparent because they're going to be right here in our town, and I can go over to the congressman and say, gosh, you know, I see you gave $750 billion to Wall Street last week. Why'd you do that? And he's much more likely to react to that, because the guy, when he's walking around the streets of Washington, a lobbyist is going to come over and say, thank you for the $750 billion. We think that was a wonderful thing you did. Whereas whoever is not likely to say that.
And as a constituent, I have to say, I know I would feel much more represented. I would feel much more connected to what's going on. I would feel not powerless in any way. Sometimes I feel that. My daughter lived in DC for a while, and I'd go and visit, and I kind of saw how things were working. But I have to say, when you're far away logistically, and when you see what goes on, and you sometimes feel misrepresented, I think that's very frustrating. And